You stand at the first boundary of descent. Not a physical boundary, but a turning of awareness into density. The ancient text, known as Poimandres, describes this moment as the soul approaching the first governing sphere, the sphere of the moon. Here, consciousness begins its fragmentation into rhythm, change, and fluctuation. The moon is not merely a celestial body. It is the first administrator of form upon becoming. It governs increase and decrease. It governs growth and reduction. It governs the unstable movement of becoming and unbecoming. In Hermetic understanding, this is the first garment placed upon the descending soul. A garment of variability, a garment of oscillation, a garment that makes permanence impossible. You are not yet in matter fully, but you are no longer in unity. You are in motion between states. The ancient instruction describes the soul passing through the governors, receiving each layer as a kind of imposed condition. The moon is the first condition. It teaches you that nothing remains fixed, that identity, feeling, and perception rise and fall like tides that do not belong to you. In the natural world, the moon governs cycles. Tides rise and fall in response to its position. Biological rhythms shift with its cycle. Even sleep patterns bend toward its influence. But in Hermetic teaching, this is not symbolism. It is correspondence. What occurs above reflects what is imposed within. At this stage of descent, the soul is given its first distortion, the belief that fluctuation is self. You begin to confuse movement with identity. You begin to think change is who you are. But the moon is not identity. It is the first veil placed over identity. Now, consider the Hermetic reversal. What is given can also be returned. What is received can also be surrendered. And in the ascent described in Poimandres, the soul begins its liberation by returning each garment to its source. The first return is to the moon. This means the release of the capacity for increase and decrease. Not the loss of change itself, but the removal of identification with change. You are not growth. You are not decline. You are not the rising or falling of states. You are the awareness beneath fluctuation. In modern analogy, a body of water does not become the wave that passes through it. Yet in moon consciousness, the wave believes it is itself. The moon teaches illusion through rhythm. It binds consciousness to cycles so that awareness may learn differentiation. But the Hermetic path is not to remain bound. It is to recognize the binding. Now you begin to sense the first separation between observer and movement, between witness and tide, between essence and fluctuation. This is the threshold teaching of the moon sphere. All change is real, but none of it is final. You are now standing at the edge of return, not yet ascending, but aware that descent has occurred. The first garment has been placed, and the first recognition has emerged. You are not what changes. You are that which remains aware of change. The moon governs the illusion of becoming, and in recognizing it, you begin to loosen its hold. It enforces rhythm. It draws awareness into cycles until identity forgets its own center. So now you return attention inward, not as thought, not as narrative, but as witnessing without movement. Feel the first structure loosening, the need to define what is happening, the need to name what is changing, the need to stabilize what was never stable. These are lunar residues. They belong to the sphere you are now passing through, and they begin to loosen when not engaged. There is nothing to solve here, only the recognition that you are not the cycle. You are not the tide. You are not the rise or fall of internal states. You are the field in which fluctuation appears. Now the instruction becomes simple. Let awareness stop adjusting. Let attention stop correcting. Let perception stop trying to stabilize form. Begin by allowing the body to remain still. Not held still, but naturally still, as if movement has no instruction. There is nothing to achieve here, only the recognition of what is already present beneath change. Bring attention to the rhythm of experience itself. Thought arising, sensation appearing, emotion shifting, memory forming and dissolving. Do not follow any of these movements. Do not correct them. Do not stabilize them. These are the lunar currents, the first garment of descent, the sphere of increase and decrease moving through awareness. Now observe carefully. Each experience rises, and each experience falls, without exception. The moon governs this pattern, but it is not the pattern itself. It is the field in which pattern appears. You are not the rise. You are not the fall. You are not the cycle between them. Now the instruction of return begins. Do not resist fluctuation. Do not amplify it. Do not interpret it. Simply allow all movement to be seen without attachment. As each sensation arises, silently acknowledge, this is change, not self. As each thought arises, this is change, not self. As each emotion arises, this is change, not self. Now imagine, without visualization effort, that every fluctuation is a layer resting upon awareness. Not inside you, not as you, but upon you. And now that layer begins to loosen, not by force, but by non-identification. Each moment of not grasping is a return. Each moment of not holding is release. Each moment of not becoming is remembrance. The lunar garment begins to return to its sphere, not as loss, but as restoration of what never belonged to identity. Feel the cycles continuing, but no longer binding, no longer defining, no longer naming what you are. Let all fluctuation pass through awareness without anchoring. Let nothing stabilize into identity. Now there is a widening, not of thought, but of space between movements. That space is not lunar. It is what remains when lunar influence is no longer mistaken for self. The garment of increase and decrease is now seen clearly, and in being seen fully, it releases its claim. You are not subject to the tide. You are the awareness in which tide is witnessed. The moon sphere no longer holds identity. It has fulfilled its function, and now it returns what it borrowed. Let all remaining attachment to fluctuation dissolve now, not through effort, but through recognition. There is nothing left to carry from this sphere, only awareness, unmodified by cycle. The first garment is returned. The descent has been acknowledged. The cycle has been seen. You remain, not as movement, not as change, but as the field in which change no longer defines you.